Okay, let's go. Game 3 of the Mad Random Cup final. As soon as I click the fog away, it already starts slowing down. Oh, this is a really interesting map. Really maze in the middle. The last time that Edie and St4rk played this map, they didn't scout the middle. Why is my 75 so slow? Speeds are pretty fucked up, so it's running a bit faster. Okay, so let's look at the civs. Again, same civs, Teuton Chinese versus Teuton and Chinese. Let's look at the map position. Edie over here versus Error. So same civs on this side, actually. Look at this, Edie going out for a lame. Let's see if Error can stop this. I should. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. He was able to stop the lame. And on this side, no laming happening. Error is getting loomed though because his foot income was a bit delayed, but he did stop the boar steal. So that's really good for him. Okay, let's see. Error is already Xing the middle. Tatoh as a Chinese. Let's look at this map. His berries are a bit forward, which could be a problem. Good deer to lure in. Stone in the back, gold in the back. Really good map. This is also lureable deer for Error. Gold is main gold is a bit forward. Does have this other gold in the back, also has another gold here in the back, and a pretty good wood line. Edie, yeah, look at that stone gold in the back. He doesn't have a wood line in the back, so only has this wood line, and then these, which are pretty thin wood lines, as you can see. And then let's look at St4rk's map. Only stone forward. Look, that's both goals in the same spot, but should be able to defend that. Maybe wall off here and wall off towards TC. And good wood lines. Already Xing the water, look at that. Error, the first one to make a dock. So far, villager counts about the same. Only different is that Error is making fishing chips. Oh, look at that! He's why go out to the deer? The deer are so close to the TC. There are like no straggle trees to hinder the luring. Could be so easy to lure deers in. Bit disappointed. Tatoh actually doing the same. He's also going for a mill. Really, yeah, I don't know, man. I really wondered this decision. I mean, making a mill while you have a dock going up. Could have just, in my opinion, he should have just lured in the deer, saved the woods for another fishing ship. He's actually going forward. So Error is going again with the Teuton thrush. And Edie, well, he has his 2 stones in the back, so he should be pretty safe. But of course, like I said, he doesn't have that much good wood lines. Both his wood lines are forward, and these wood lines are like really bad, as you can see, only one tile. Tatoh going into scouts again. And Error just walling off behind. Should have walled near the water here. He's, oh my god, he almost has a complete wall off here. Unfortunately, his forward is spotted by Edie, who's just sending all his villagers to fight us off. So the thrush won't be happening. What's he going to do? He's going to let the villagers inside. Oh, Eddie is just going back. Look at that Tatoh walling off. Really needs to wall over here. Actually has a pretty nice wall off. And already 3 scouts out. And Stark still hasn't got a stable up. Oh, look at that. Oh. Stark killing the fishing ships here. Error will be fully walled. But what will he do? Students, I'm not seeing any military buildings, no barracks or anything. So he might just go straight Voss Castle. That would be a bit risky. But I think that Eddie is doing about the same thing. No, actually Eddie adding him some scouts. Tatoh almost fully walled. The scouts not doing any damage. Stark. So Stark killed 3 fishing ships. And Eddie killed 2 villagers. It's not looking good for Error. I think he's just going to focus on getting the water back, while Tatoh is hitting Stark at home. Eddie sending a scout. Don't know if he knows he's going this far away around. Oh my god, look at this. Stone walls. Error is just completely stone walling. Wow. And Tatoh sneaking around with the scouts. Wonder what he's going to do with these. I thought he might go towards Eddie, but doesn't seem like it. Or is he? Would be a great idea to go hit Eddie. I don't think Eddie made... Yeah, he only made 2-3 defensive spears. Yeah, Tatoh is going to hit Eddie. And Error has been able to win back the water. Look at this. Let's see what Tatoh can do with these scouts. Yeah, look at that. Completely walled off. Tatoh and Error both have their bases completely secured. And Error will just focus on the middle, on the water here. I don't know if he knows about this other dock, but he should find it. He's finding the villager. Okay, so Eddie and Tatoh both clicking up the castle edge at almost the same time. I would give the advantage to Team Tatoh because of all the walls. They are completely safe. Nothing will be able to hit them. And they will also have the middle. I wonder if Tatoh is going to go into light cav again. He really hasn't been using these scouts. He just has some running around a bit. Not doing anything. There we go, getting bloodlines. just running around the buildings here. Oh, could see a fight over here. Let's see. A good engagement for Tatoh. Yes, more scouts. Already picked off one of Eddie's scouts. Eddie has a lot of upgrades on the scouts. Now Tatoh also getting skill boarding. Bosa. Error. Clicking up and St4rk. So I'm seeing here. Ooh, Eddie going for a smush as students. Yeah, I think he was missing his buildings. But look at that, he's just pumping out fishing ships. He actually hasn't made a single military building. Error. Although he just went up with Market Blacksmith. He has 2 on stone, so he will probably make a defensive castle if he needs it. And he will be needing it to defend against this smush from Eddie. Fire ships here. But remember, this is just a regular AOC. Tatoh making a demo. Typical Tatoh. I can't do much with these scouts, seeing as Eddie already has knights out. Whoa, really good demo shot here. Really good demo shot. Look at how many fishing ships these players have. Aaron has 11 fishing ships and Tatoh has 2. Okay, so we saw the forwards actually going with a ram instead of a mangonel. And Arrow just walling behind. Probably go for mangonel defense. Should send more to stone. What is this? Oh, knights from Tatoh. But St4rk has made some camels to defense. I think the game will go pretty late game. Yeah, here we go. Defensive castle. Pretty good location. And the defensive mangonel. So if you look at the villager counts, Tatoh is booming up a lot. 53 villagers. He is on 3 town centers, 4 town centers. 4 town center boom as Chinese. Error is having a bit of difficulty here. He's only staying on 1 town center. Does have a lot of fishing ships. And he secured the middle for his team. Look at that. Tatoh actually killing some villagers here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 dead villagers. And Eddie isn't really responding. Two town centers here. I really wonder. Okay, so now St4rk is also booming up. He's probably just making a few camels to defend against potential knights from Tatoh, and Tatoh is actually just sending his knights toward Eddie, which means that Eddie has to make knights and he has to make monks and siege. So as you can see, his push isn't really going that fast because he also has to defend at home. Yeah, I know that Error is students, but I mean, a smush can still be pretty effective because, yeah, what's What is Error going to make to defend? He's going to make mangonels. It will be harder to convert those, but yeah, I still think that Edie could do some damage. He is going around because of the castle here. And all these villagers are pretty much exposed. He also almost overchopped here. Oh, he's actually going on this side. Ah, that's not a bad. That's a bad idea. The overchop? No, actually sending all his villagers away. And are actually buying more stone. So is he just going to put a second castle over here? That would be insane. So yeah, 3 town centers for Edie isn't really making that of an aggressive push. Still has a good villager count, as you can see, 66, still has more vills than Error. But of course Tatoh looking really strong again. Even though he's losing his knights versus these camels. Stark just going full camel. Oh, look at that, Tatoh actually adding in monks to fight against the camels. And now also switching into camels himself. I think Castle Age these camels will be pretty strong, but as soon as one player reaches Imperial, like if Tatoh reaches Imperial first and he goes into Shukenus, these camels will die so hard. Let me check Tatoh's resources for a second. Okay, a lot of wood and stone, but he's nowhere near to clicking up. Oh, this is a bad engagement, losing his monks. Not a good fight for Tatoh. He wanted to go forward and put an aggressive castle, but he is going to have to put it defensively because he just lost almost all of his army. And on this side, Edie not being able to do any damage, just walking around a bit. Second defensive castle here. And Error clicking up to Imperial Age. 72 villagers. Don't forget, 21 fishing ships. 21 fishing ships. It's insane. And he will be the first one to click up. I wonder what units he's going to make. Will he go into Cavalier versus this army? Well, actually, Edie doesn't have that many monks, so Cavalier or Paladin could still work out. And look at this, Tatoh adding in some Shukenus. But he might get doubled here. Eddie's going in and Stark should follow as well. Not really working together here. Look at this. Edie is in. Edie is inside. Tatoh also up to Imperial Age. I think this game will go to Tatoh and Error again. Just, I don't know, man. So strong play. Edie will be inside, but what's he going to do? This army is so slow. It's pushing, but yeah, pushing towards where? It's actually pushing towards Tatoh more than it's pushing towards Error. Still not seeing any military buildings from Error. I would have expected like barrack and stable being up, so we could start getting the upgrades. And this side, Tatoh actually getting Kortaka free. Let's see what they're going into. Still not making... No, still 0 military buildings from Error. Don't think he's going into ETKs. That would be getting conscription. Still not seeing anything here. Really strange. Really strange. Oh, here we go. He's actually going on the other side. Ooh, Cavalier and Elite Chucanoes. This will be really hard for Stark to defend. Really, really hard. He doesn't have that much army. Neither does Eddie. He has a few knights over here, but that won't do much versus the Imperial Age army. He's actually having to go back with this one. The smush really didn't work out. He wasn't able to get inside. Hasn't able to do almost any damage. He did cause Error to make like a lot of panic walls and delete some villagers, but yeah, it's not enough to call this forward successful. Okay, so both the enemy teams also clicking up. But look at this, they are going forward here. Ooh, camels sneaking around. Why are they going forward now? That's pretty strange. Hello, bullets. How was the Gwen stream? Such a sneaky cast. I have to say, don't spam too many caps locks because you might get timed out from my bots. Thank you for following. Yeah, look at that. Just sending in the camels to die, losing camels towards castle fire here. And he is completely walled. So these camels will do nothing. It's actually not making any army. Really lacking the army, Team Eddie. Just check where you won 11 games and lost 1. Well, you were lower ranked than me in Gwent, so you're probably just noob bashing. Just axing the relics. But yeah, look at this. Forward siege workshops, traps, Chucanoes, elite Chucanoes, cavaliers, and there's nothing here to stop it. They got like 4 knights, got defensive castles, a few Chucanoes, still not elite yet. I'm afraid this is going to be pretty one-sided final. Okay, forward castle, really strong. And what's his army doing from Eddie? It's doing completely nothing. He's not even trying to push in anymore. Paladins inside. Paladin traps elite Chucanoes versus knights and normal Chucanoes. I think we know how this fight is going to go. Stark just building more castles. But yeah. Fish is running out though. Look at all these fishing ships. But yeah, just streaming in paladins. Just to keep the economy idle. And now the rams are coming. I think this is over. All the upgrades coming in for Tatoh. Eddie still hasn't clicked Paladin yet. He still only has Cavalier. Still no attack upgrades. Oh, look at that. Siege ram incoming for Tatoh. Actually isn't making that many Chukanus. Let's look at Tatoh just leaving all his farms. Doesn't need those anymore. Not having that much army queued up. But yes, resources are looking pretty good. Or pushing in really hard. Just look at population. Yeah, Tatoh 180 pop. It's really been really strong all these games. Oh, I thought they were already starting with the trades, but it doesn't seem like it. Don't think they will need to trade this game. And the game is slowing down again a bit. Ugh. Okay, Edie finally clicked Paladin. That's way too late, I think. Look at that. Stark losing the castles. Come on, why are you slowing down so much? God damn it. I really wonder why I have these problems. Never had the problems with the slowing down. The only thing that changed is that I installed the new Woolulu Kingdoms. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Now look at that. 3 traps firing. A lot of Chukanus here. Cavalry are going down really fast. Not enough paladins from Error in my opinion. Let's look at Error's resources. Yeah, doesn't have to. Yes, a lot of paladins queued up. But yeah, Tatoh just had such a huge army here. 32 military. That's almost this exact amount of military as Edie and Stark combined. Just pushing forwards with castle traps. Actually, Stark going into Onager instead of Siege Ram. Don't know if that's a good idea. But of course they are behind. I think the only thing that can push this back is some insane Onager shots. Which I don't think that will be happening. Look at this. Tatoh even adding in bombard cannons. Actually, Edie trying something on this side. A few traps. But yeah, I don't think he will get in anytime soon. Yeah, it's looking over. I don't really know why they aren't calling it yet. Actually, Edie also has 20 idols. I wonder why Edie has that many idols. Huh. Look at this push. Siege ram, bomber towers. As I say, yeah, paladins streaming in. Should make some forward stables maybe. Stark just making more castles, but he has no traps. He has no... Okay, he has 1 trap out. But they got nothing to kill the traps. They can't get close to these. Too much army here. Why is it going so slow? I really don't know. That's so fucked up. Well, I wonder how long it's going to take for them to call GG. mean, Eddie is trying on this. Well, he took down one castle, but just not doing anything. Look at these fish traps. What? Error, look at... It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles away from the dog. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, you're becoming some onagers. Yeah, it's insane. You should just delete the fishing ships. I mean, he still has all these idle here. Oh, he's actually sending a few paladin to the north. Okay, Eddie going in with all his army, but Stark is not following. Trying to take out the traps. They might take out one, maybe two, but I don't really think it's worth sacrificing all the paladins to take out 1 or 2 traps. Well, actually, Stark really made a lot of traps here, but he doesn't have that much eco. He's actually losing villagers to 1 paladin over here. And I hear the market's going up. So they will be starting trades. Let's look at the resources for Stark. Still has a decent amount of gold. And Eddie... Yeah, Eddie doesn't really have any gold. Is he still taking gold somewhere? I don't think he is. No, just ran out of gold here. Still has 3 tiles. Well, actually 2 tiles. One is... Yeah, 2 tiles, so what's that, like 1000 gold? Oh yes, some over here. Tatoh being pop capped. Look at that, just massive army here. This one paladin really doing work. Tatoh even getting architecture for his bomber towers and his forward castles. Ooh, Eddie coming in with some paladins, but Error just... So many walls, so many walls. But still matey here. Tatoh not adding in any more siege rams. He's actually making stables. Actually going with light cav to raids. But yeah, oh, they're actually starting the trade now. Let's see if they push in. Could just try to send the army around. I mean, they don't really have to fight this. And the game is lagging like shit again. Needs to pay attention to these onagers. That's the only thing that can save the game for Eddie and Stark, if they get some massive onager shots. But look at the amount of paladins here. We could error spawn a few just to show you the amount of paladins. Look at the HP. Look at that, he is picking off all the onagers here. Not getting a single shot off on the elite canoes. And yep, onagers are gone, paladins are dying. And now the traps will die as well. GG, finally called. Really nice game there. And Tatoh and Error will be leading 3-0 in the final. 3-0. Really wasn't expecting it to be that one-sided. Look, Tatoh again. Most kills, most army, and best economy. He's been really playing incredibly strong all these games.